Alrighty. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Alright. We're doing it. We're really doing it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Every Which Way. This is Dana, and right now I've got a couple sticks of myrrh, going, and it's smelling nice. I've got a couple of candles burning on my new reindeer candelabra that my partner bought for me today, and I've got my water, which is great. And I've got you guys. I've got you, my friend, who is listening to me right now. So yeah, how is everyone? How was your week? How was your weekend? Right? Did you have a nice weekend? Did you do anything fun? Did you go to any like holiday parties or anything like that for those in the northern hemisphere? It's around Christmas time. Well, I guess it's around summertime in the summer hemisphere, southern hemisphere, right? So for those of you like in Australia or what have you, are you guys like going to the beach or doing some fun summer activities? Yeah? Yeah. Well, nothing much has happened for me so far. Today, when I'm recording this, it's Sunday night. We had a woman's circle, a new moon woman's circle at Sacred Moon Circle Apothecary, and that was really nice. That was really nice. And the meditation really put me in the zone, and yeah, I was very grateful and relieved for that personally. So, all right, let's jump into it. Another episode. Ooh, I'm excited. So, I'm going to be talking to you guys today about a stone, a crystal, a little mineral called K2. And I was very happy to have to do this one. I personally learned a lot about it. So yeah, let's just hop right in like a cute little froggy. Oh, adorable. So K2 stone has a couple of names. It's referred to also as K2 jasper, as raindrop azurite, blueberry jasper, and ketonite. So like keto, but night. All right. So K2 stone is named after K2, which is the second highest mountain on Earth. It is in the Karakoram mountain range of the Himalayas and is located in Pakistan, China, around that. And the name K2 is derived, I saw, from Thomas Montgomery for the oh goodness, this is going to be a mouthful, Trigonometrical Survey of British India. Montgomery first surveyed the Karakoram, and I hope I'm not butchering that. If I am, I'm so sorry, range, and labeled the two most prominent peaks, K1 and K2. The K, of course, standing for Karakoram. And this was around 1954, 2 years before my mama was born. Yee! So, yeah. Despite the nicknames K2 Jasper and Blueberry Jasper, this stone is not actually a jasper. Oh, no, 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 no. It is not. What it is granite. And granite, which is composed of quartz, sodium plagioclase, muscovite, and biotite, with a mixture of azurite. And the azurite formed after the granite had solidified. So the granite formed, and then the azurite kind of decided to plip plop its happy little butt all over it. Sometimes K2 can contain malachite, and that gives it its little green flecks, little green spots, and they're cute and adorable, and it's just cute. And also, it contains mica and feldspar. Yeah, there you go. This is relatively a new stone. It emerged around the past 10 years or so. It came onto the scene. And part of that, actually the big part of that, is because it is hard to mine. I mean, this stone is found on top of the second highest mountain in the world, so it is hard to mine because of that. And that makes it a rare stone. However, this is not the only, that's not the only place that you can find it, but it's called something else, and we'll get to that here in a little tiny bit. So K2 is typically a silvery gray color, and it has blue speckles. That's from the azurite. But it can also be found in varying shades of yellow, brown, and blue. Depending on the minerals added, K2 may also have a peach, purple, cream, black, or white spots or coloration in it. So it's a nice variety. But the typical one that you'll see is that silvery gray with the flecks of blue. It does not allow light to pass through it, and that makes it an opaque stone. Yep. It is trigonal. It's a trigonal crystal system. And it has a vitreous to silky luster. Oh, we like a nice luster. I'm in a little bit of a silly mood. I hope you guys can tell. On the Mohs hardness scale, K2 is around a 6 or a 7, and is often used as decoration or jewelry, stuff like that. So it's one of the stones that can be crafted and shaped. Now, you have to be careful with K2, because sometimes what is sold as K2 is not actually K2. No. Sometimes it is blue apatite in Clevelandite from Madagascar. So just want y'all to beware. Sometimes it is not labeled correctly or is labeled wrong. K2 is the K2 stone is only found on the Pakistan side of the mountain, according to my sources. So, yes, sorry, my notes were kind of sporadic because I took my notes. I was being a little mischievous. This past weekend I took my notes while I was at work. I kind of work in an office type setting now. That's my new position. It's kind of in office like, and I'm monitoring camera systems and stuff like that. It's actually really cool and a lot better than what I was doing. And I have constant access to the internet and stuff like that without having to run all over the place like a chicken with my head cut off. Bonk, bonk. So, yeah. But because of that, my notes are kind of a little all over the place, and I do apologize for that. But please bear with me. So the granite hardened, and the azurite was incorporated in during a secondary melt process. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Alright, let's see here. I want to make sure that I'm not too much over the place. Yeah, we're just going to go in the order that I wrote these down. So if it's a little bit all over the place, you know what? That's okay, because you're getting the information no matter what. Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine to just go in order. Alright? So, K2 is often paired with the root, third eye, and crown chakras. Although, my sources did specify that it was particularly potent, I guess, with the third eye and crown. So, and that helps with the balance, creativity, self-expression, confidence, and wisdom. Elements that are often associated with the K2 stone are earth, water, air and storm, although I personally don't consider storm an element just because it's kind of like a combination of excuse me, I did a little burpee burp. It's kind of a combination of like wind and air and stuff like that, but I did see that, so I wanted to include it. And the reason for this is because they help that those elements helped form it. And as a result, this is a good stone for patience, protection, and transformation work. The planets that are associated with the K2 stone are Venus and Jupiter. And with these planets, it can be used in workings of luck, growth, wisdom, prosperity, harmony, and enlightenment. Kind of coinciding with the planetary alignments, the zodiac signs that benefit most by working with this stone are Capricorn and Sagittarius. In numerology, the numbers 3 and 7 are said to have the highest vibrations with K2, but I also saw 1 as well, so take that for what you will. Okay. Some ruling deities include, but aren't limited to, Thoth, the Egyptian god of writing, Saraswati, the Hindu god of knowledge, Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, Odin, Norse god of magic, and Hong Jiang, the Chinese god of music. And just to cover all my bases, that those things are not the only things that those deities are associated with, but I just kind of wanted to see how K2 works with those deities, so for those specific functions. But I don't see why it couldn't be used for anything else. Alright, so some benefits from using this stone. We're just going to go down the list. So patience, and that's because it helps for balancing, understanding, as well as empathy. And you can soak it in the light of the full or new moon to help program patience into your K2 stone. Communication skills. One of the methods I saw while doing my research was that you can gaze into your K2 while visualizing your vocal cords being charged, and make sure you carry it with it afterwards, and that is supposed to help you communicate a little bit better. Creativity and focus. This is especially for the particularly blue variants of K2. And this assists with one's intellect and focus with minimal distraction. So you're going to want to charge it in the sunlight for about 3 to 5 minutes for it to, with the intention of it to help you with concentration and creativity. Positivity. K2 stones with purple coloring can assist in workings against negative self-talk. If you hold it in front of a burning candle for about 5 minutes, to help infuse it with fire energy and carry it on your dominant side. It's supposed to help you with that. And energy. K2, particularly certain varieties of K2, help aid in clearing energy blockages in the body. And you can, one of the ways that you can do this, I read, is by creating a crystal elixir. And to create a crystal elixir, you're going to want to put your crystal either in or near your water that you're going to use. Please make sure that the crystal is okay to put in water. So please do your research on that. K2 should not be put in water, at least not for a long time. So when I was researching stuff, it said, my sources said place it by to help with restoring energy and stuff like that. There can be side effects when working with the K2 stone, when you overuse it. And I saw mainly 3. The one being weariness. It may cause you to feel tired, and if that's the case, be sure to stop using it and cleanse yourself with a stone that is related or tied to your heart chakra. It also can cause one to have disturbing dreams or vision, especially those who are new with working with it. So don't put it under your pillow for a while. And misfortune. And this may occur when the planet associated with your particular zodiac sign clashes with a ruler of K2. As a result, this could lead to bad fortune, bad luck, and bringing in unwanted energies. But an astrologist could provide for further explanation on this, so be sure that you consult them if it's something that you want to know. Other crystals and stones with similar patterns, colors, and the make of K2 that are found elsewhere in the world are called granite, azurite. So this is what I wanted to tell you guys earlier. I found it. But yeah, in other places, when one finds granite with azurite mixed in, it's just called granite azurite. But K2 is specifically named after the mountain peak that it is found on. Alright, so the meaning is derived to mean perfect balance, and this is because of the elements of earth and water are combined to form an equilibrium within the stone. That's also why it's called the yin-yang stone by some. So, some spiritual benefits of working with K2. Protection and guidance. This is particularly from the K2 stones that have black hues in them. Black is a good color for protection and stuff like that. And also, not just protection and guidance, but I saw that K2 stones with those black flecks or with the black coloration help to protect against hexes, curses, and evil vibrations. A most useful stone. Angelic guidance via meditation and smoke cleansing. Connecting with your astral or ethereal body using Palo Santo for past life or future life work. Astral travel. Clairvoyance, particularly the white, blue, or gray variants of K2 stone. And it also helps in accessing the Akashic records. And I will go over the Akashic records at some point, but that is not today. K2 works particularly well with those who have anxiety, depression, and or stress. But it can be overwhelming for those new to K2. And this is because it is attached to those higher vibrational chakras, again, your third eye and your crown. So if you're just starting working with K2, make sure that you're going about it slow. Alright? Okay? And last bit of information I have for you is that K2 works very well when paired with Herkimer diamond, phenacite, and clear calcite, which is also called Iceland spar. And that is all I have for you today on K2. I hope that you learned something. I know I certainly did. I actually very much enjoyed researching this stone. And I did genuinely have a good time and a lot of fun looking it up. This is a bit of a shorty episode. Yeah, I'm just getting straight to the point. So for those of you who, I don't know, listened to my last episode, I just want to give you a quick update. So the 1st of December, my parents' house caught on fire. And what happened is that the electric meter, there was a wiring issue in it, and the fire started from the meter, went down into the breaker box in the basement, and then went up through the walls, through the kitchen, and into one of the bedrooms upstairs. Mom did say that a couple of the insurance appraisers came out to the house Friday, and she herself does not have a good feeling about them coming out. And the thing with my mom, she will never admit that she is a witch or anything like that, but usually when she has a feeling about something, she's right. and she's very worried that they may condemn her house, which really sucks. Thankfully, they do have homeowners insurance, and that covers them for pretty much most of the damage. Actually, everything associated with the house, as far as that. But I do have a GoFundMe for them, and that is for the appliances and the other things that they lost. I know that when the firefighters who were putting out the blaze came in, they kind of knocked a few things over and broke some things. One of them being her television, which she was very much upset about. But it's my mom, and she's kind of like a grumpy crone. I mean, she's adorable, and I do love her, but she was not happy about that. So I do have a GoFundMe set up that I will link in the show notes. If you are able to donate anything, I know that we would greatly appreciate it. And you don't have to. You don't have to at all. Just, if you are able to, that's great. And it doesn't have to, even if it's $1, that'd be wonderful. But no pressure, you don't have to. It's just going to be there just in case you would like to. And if you do, I want to thank you ahead of time. All right, so let's do the draw for the week. So a nice little theme for the week. I am using let me do that, Wild Woman Rising deck by Angie Sullins, artwork by Jenna Della Grottaglia. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. And if I mispronounced anything during the actual episode itself, I do apologize. But we're just going to give this a nice little shuffle. Alright. Okay. Let's do it. Alright. So this, the artwork is of a woman, and she's kind of to the right. And the major thing on the card is a bear. And it's take your place. So let's see. I actually would like a little bit more clarification on that, so I'm going to consult the little book that came with it. So what does it say? Okay, take your place. To know we are a part of the great circle of life is to know that our place in this world is unique and distinct. The divine feminine has created a sacred space for us, as big as bear, as fierce as fox, as majestic as eagle. I like that. Claiming full ownership of our gifts is how we take up our rightful place. And when we take our rightful place with belonging and integrity, Wild Woman rises. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So, yeah. I would like to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk to you about a stone. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Make sure that you take care of yourself, okay? Make sure that you are treating yourself with kindness and that you are being fair, especially during this time of year, the holidays. And I know that this is strictly for the Northern Hemisphere, but make sure that you're gentle and kind with yourself. And don't force yourself to do something that you don't want to do, that might be harmful to you, and that is just going to pull your spirit and your vibration down, okay? So I just want to say that I love you all very much, my friends, and I do. At the next episode, let me just double check the calendar here. I need to pull that up. So if you pardon me just one moment, just to make sure that I get my stuff right. Okay. So the next episode, I will be talking about Yule. And the following one is going to be the final Sabbath spooks for the year. All right. So I thank you again. I know I've said that so many times, but I just want to make sure that you guys know that I am indeed grateful for you listening to me talk at you. So yeah, I hope that you have a marvelously magical Monday, and I hope you wonderful, amazing, and brilliant witches stay wonderfully amazing. Okay? Bye! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. So long. Farewell. Avida Saint adieu. Adieu. Adieu to you and you and you. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da.